Application to Finland is currently open right now, guys. Do not miss this opportunity. If you know that Finland is one of your dream country, you would love to go for study, then the applications are on at the moment for both BSc, MSc, and PhD programs, guys. Both BSc, MSc, and PhD programs. Applications are on now, currently open, but most of those applications are going to be opening by the 31st of August 2026. So I'm bringing this video early, guys, so that you can get yourself prepared for all the documents and everything you need. I'll be mentioning the documents needed in this video, so watch it to the end. Make sure you watch this video to the end if you know that Finland is one of the country you would love to go for study. And yes, I know some persons are thinking, oh, language barrier or one thing or the other. Guys, do not worry. Yes, Finnish is the main language spoken in Finland, but based on my research, 70 to 75% of people speak English in Finland. Like, for example, you're outside and you're talking conversationally. When people converse with you, when they talk to you, 70 to 75% of persons in Finland speak English. Even though their language, which is their main language, is Finnish, they still have a majority that speaks English in 2026. So do not let the fact that their main language is Finnish stop you from applying to Finland. They speak English well in Finland. So if you've not met me, my name is Bimisola, and on this channel, guys, we talk about everything opportunity on how to move abroad for free, even for less as well. Everything opportunity. So if that is something that interests you, you want to move abroad and you don't want to break the bank, you don't want to break your neck to move abroad, then this channel is for you. Subscribe, like, and share my video. Thank you. Without further ado, let's move straight to today's video. So today's video is concerning Finland. As I've said earlier, Finland is open now for application for both masters, both bachelor's degree, and also PhD. They are currently open at the moment, though most of the applications opens officially on the 31st of August, but some are open at the moment. So to access it, just go on your Google and search studyinfo.fi. Go and check for your course of study. Go and check for everything on that page. I'll put it on the screen and I'll also put it in my caption as well. Now, get all your documentations ready. Everything, get it ready. Go on their main study website. I've mentioned that earlier. Yes, on this, go on that website and go and check all the documentations for your own specific program, because documentations and also everything you need, they vary based on programs. It's not the same thing for all programs. So you can submit your application on the 31st of August. You can now go and submit your supporting documents later. After the 31st of August, you can go ahead and submit your supporting documents, not necessarily submitting your documents as you are applying. Apply first, then later go ahead and submit your supporting documents. Applications open for just 2 weeks, 2 weeks window, and it is closed. So from the 31st of August, 2 weeks more, and then the portal is completely closed. So guys, make use of the opportunity now. Some are currently open at the moment, but almost all will be opened on the 31st of August. And the application is a joint application. What do I mean by joint application? Joint application just simply means that you can use one application to apply for different courses of studies. Yes, one application, but then you can go ahead and apply for different courses of your choice. You can apply for as many courses as you want using just one application. That's just the meaning of a joint application. Don't worry about English language. As I've said earlier, English language is not a problem. English language is spoken well in Finland, even though their official language is Finnish, but English language is well accepted and spoken in Finland. And also, you'll be applying for English language taught programs. Yes, English language taught programs. Those are the programs you'll be applying for. You won't be applying for programs taught in Finnish. No. apply for English language taught program. There are loads and loads of programs taught in English language. Just go and search for the program that best suits you well and apply for it. Now let's have a look at these programs here. All the programs I'll be showing you now are taught in English. All of this: Masters of Business in Business Management, Masters of Business as well in International Business Management, Masters of Business Administration Leading Business Transformation. Everything is actually taught in English, even more in BSc courses as well. Lots of BSc courses that I've not even shown you. I'm just showing you for masters in this video. There are also lots more for bachelor's program taught in English, but I can't cover everything in just one video. Just go through what I've taught you, do what I've said, study.info.fi, and you would see it. Follow the description where you see English programs in English. Click it and you see all the programs that are taught in English language. So let's just continue with this video. Based on testimonies from friends and from research as well, it is now confirmed that English language is spoken for about 70 to 75% in Finland now in 2026. So make up your mind, guys. Do not make or say English is a barrier for you to go to Finland to study. Now, your supporting documents can be submitted after the 2 weeks window for your application. Just make sure you apply first before the application closes. Then you go ahead and gather your supporting documents. You should start gathering them now. That's why I'm bringing this video early, so that you can go source them out and prepare for them. If you can submit them while you're submitting for your application, that's fine. But if you can't, throw in your application first, then go submit your supporting documents after. Now, I'll be mentioning the supporting documents you need, though the supporting documents varies based on programs, but I'll be mentioning the general supporting documents you need for application. The first one is your educational certificates. Now, if you're applying for bachelor's degree, you know you should have your secondary school certificates, your WAEC and every other thing ready. If you're applying for masters, you should have your BSc ready. If you're applying for PhD, then you have both your MSc and your BSc certificate ready. Also, have your transcripts for all your programs you studied so far based on the program you're applying for. If it is BSc, if it is MSc, if it is PhD, have all your transcripts as well ready. Have your passport. A valid passport is needed. Have that ready as well for whatever country you are in. Have your passport ready, and also have your CV and your motivational letter ready. Go on Google, guys. I have lots of people telling me, oh, I don't know how to write a good motivational letter, or I don't know how to make or create a good CV. Creating a good CV in 2026 shouldn't be difficult. Google is your friend. Go on Google. Tell Google to give you a Europass format CV. Europass format CV. Yes, a template. Then use that template to create one for yourself. That's how easy it is. It's not difficult at all. But if you still want me to help you in that, let me know. Drop it in the comment section and I would guide you on how to do it and what to do as well. Also, your motivational letter. Make sure you write a good motivational letter. Sell yourself well. Let them know the things you are doing. If you volunteered before, put that there. Like, just when I say sell yourself, you know what you should do. The things you have done in school. If you were the, what's the name they call this thing in the university? If you were the class prefects, yes, put that there. Whatever you have done, whatever leadership role you have taken before, the jobs you have done, put everything there. All your skills that you have, just make sure you write them there and put yourself out there. Sell yourself properly to them in your motivational letter and let them know why they should be taking you for the program. Yes, why you are very, very necessary, like why you are needed for them to pick you first to come study in their country. You also need proof of English language. Now, it could be IELTS, it could be TOEFL, it could be Duolingo, but this is particular to your program. Not all programs necessarily needs an English language proficiency. That's why I always emphasize that. Go and check the program you want to study, yes, and check the requirements needed for that program. Check if you need and English language proficiency. If your program does not state it specifically, then you do not need it. But if your program states it, whatever course you want to go for, whatever program you want to go for, if it states it that you need English language proficiency, then that means you need it. It is not a one-size-fits-all thing when you are trying to apply, and the requirement is not the same requirement for all the programs. The requirement is specific for each programs you're applying for. For these courses, some of these courses have scholarship are not covered fully. Some are going to support you. Yes, maybe for example, you want to go for a PhD program and you have like 12,000 euros that you are asked to pay for tuition. Some of these programs have scholarship. They might support you with like 3,000 euros. They might support you with like 2,000, 4,000 euros. Just check it. Then you would know how much they can support you with for scholarships. Yes. Try to do that. Check through everything. Check through the programs one after the other. Same goes for bachelor's program. Same goes for master's program. They have scholarship. For example, you're going for a bachelor's program. You could see like maybe 5,000 euros, and they might say they'll be supporting you with scholarship of 2,000 euros. That makes more sense than going yourself and putting in all the money by yourself. So these are countries. Finland is a country that you can go to study for a good and reasonable tuition fee. Make sure you go and check through the courses taught in English. That's where you should focus on. Courses taught in English is the courses you should focus on checking if they have a course available for you. When you also check the entry requirements for your course as well. Check the documents you need for application, and also check all the supporting documents you need. Every supporting document you need to back up your application, check them as well, specifically for your own program. It opens in August 31st, but some are currently opened at the moment. So check my videos. I have videos on other countries that you can relocate to for study. Yes, I've posted on New Zealand, I've posted on Ireland, I've posted on Canada. Check them. I've posted loads and loads of country. Check yours if Finland is not the country you'd love to relocate to. When I say if when I say if, I mean do not snooze on this still. Even if you are thinking, oh, Finland is not the country I would love to go to, because you could try the countries you want to relocate to and it's not going to work out. Don't let me say it now. And it might not work out the way you have planned. Whereby the other countries you think, oh, I cannot relocate here, I don't want to relocate here, might be the one that will work out for you. So make sure you're not putting your egg in just one basket. For some people, when it is outside, when the country is outside of Canada, it's outside of UK, it's outside of the US, it's outside of, yes, I've mentioned UK, they don't want to go to any other country. But things have changed now. We're in 2026, guys. 2026. These other countries you mentioned, it's getting, their policies and everything is getting tighter and more difficult by the day. But there are other countries you can relocate to for less prices, that you won't spend so much prices for these other countries that I've mentioned, and the cost of living there is not too expensive, the life there is easy, every other thing you will enjoy in all these countries, the UK, US, Canada, and you would enjoy them as well in these other countries, like Finland, for example, Poland, for example. Check those countries. These are countries with very low and affordable tuition fee. So it's your choice anyways. Even if I say this like 100 times, some persons still will not agree with me, but that's fine. That's left to you. On this channel, we'll keep bringing you opportunities. So if you've not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Any opportunity that I know will be beneficial to you, my people, my subscribers, I'll bring it here for you without wasting any time. So if you've not pressed that subscribe button, press it. Turn on your notification bell. You see that bell? Yes, down there, like the bell that looks like a bell. Turn it on. What that bell does is it lets you know when I drop new videos. It notifies you, so you can come and check out those videos on time before the time for those opportunities elapse. So that's just it. Share my video as well, guys. Share it to 1, 2, 3, 4 persons, because some people do not have opportunity to see these videos. For someone like you that you're watching me right now, you've come across my video, you're able to pick one thing, it's beneficial to you. Don't keep it to yourself only. Share it with other people that also have the dream to go abroad to study. Yes, share it with them. Information is key now, very key in this age that we are in. Without information, there is likely less things that you can do or you can have opportunities to do. Also, guys, remember that you can do these things by yourself. Yes, you can do these applications yourself. Don't go and pay to any agent. You don't need to do that. Do it yourself. Go through the process so that when you do that, you'll be rest assured that you've done your best. Some of these agents just do whatever they like. I'm not an agent myself. No, I'm not an agent. But I'm just an advocate of telling people that you can do these applications by yourself without spending so much money giving to the agents to do it for you. I know when any agent sees this video now, they're going to be so crossed at me. That was she said, but I'm just saying the truth. Anyways, drop in the comment section. Let me know the country you think you want me to talk about next. Yes, let me know in the comment section. And also let me know if you will be trying this country out. Also, ask me any questions that you think you do not understand, and I will give you my 2 cents. If it's something that I am very sure of and I know about, I'll let you know. I'll give you a reply as soon as I can. So that brings me to the end of today's video. I'll catch you in my next video, guys. Bye for now.